All right, lights are going out here. We don't have any electricity out here yet, so we're gonna get this filmed really quick. Need to pressure wash this, but hey, before we go in, Reagan, you want to tell them what the plans are for the front here? You know what we're doing on the front?
A deck?
Yeah,
Deck?
we're gonna put in a deck. Yeah, we're gonna put a front porch on, put some metal roofing out here, which is of course not needed for reselling, but it is needed for Blue Ridge Mama to be happy with the aesthetic of a second shed in the backyard. So the other shed is right there, and we didn't want to put it right next door to it, even though it would help the workflow, which is the whole point of getting a second shed. But we decided we weren't going to do it for other reasons, and we'll talk about those as the days go by. But here it is, 12 by 24. Pretty cool looking shed right here. What do you think, Reagan?
I can touch it.
You can touch it?
I did it.
And this time, Reagan, the plan is, at least right now, to make this space a space that you can actually go up in, and you can have your own little space. We might even have a bed up there and a TV and all that, and be a cool hangout place. So that's the plan right now. This side over here is going to be the workstation. This side over here is going to be for pictures. I think, Reagan, your desk area is going to probably be right here. Matter of fact, we might even do your merch sales right here in your area. This over here is going to be picture stations. This right here is probably going to be a cleaning station. You think we can fit it all over here?
Yeah.
All over on this side is going to be storage. We're probably going to bring this out a little bit, so to have more storage in here, storage up there as well for unlisted inventory. So what do you think? You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah? And then this middle section is going to be for a few things as well, kind of surprises. You'll have to wait and see. You want to hold the camera for a minute?
Sure.
So I think, come on over here a little bit. I think what we're going to do is put a wall from here to here to block off the storage area, and then have a wall coming out to here, because we're going to have storage along here, and so we'll have a pathway that goes right along here, just kind of like the other shed, and then turns this way, and then turns this way, like that. We're going to have a clothing rack in here. We're going to have probably, this whole wall will be shelving, but it will be very, very close to the wall, maybe 8 inches out. Books, CDs, DVDs, video games, all that stuff, as it comes in, we'll be able to put it in the right location. So when it's time to list, we'll be able to go to the bin that has just hats in it, or to the video game section, or to the hard goods, or whatever it is. So that's the plan. I see Dobby coming. Oh, maybe not. I think he stopped. So I think the entrance to this one, I think we're going to put a piece of wood here, completely close this off, but leave enough of a shelf to put some things up there aesthetically that would be nice. The entrance for this, Reagan, is actually going to be back in this corner, I think, is where we're going to go up. So we'll see. We might cut another entrance place somewhere here as well. You like that?
Yeah.
We've got to get all this insulated. That's the first step, insulation. We're going to build this porch out here. We've got to get the electrician in here. He's going to string electricity in all the right places. And we're going to have different backdrops for different pictures, even a flat lay section as well. So basically this shed is going to be for unlisted inventory, and it's going to be an office for you. So that's what it's going to be. It's going to be an organized, neat death pile to make the workflow very good. There's no name again. You mind grabbing that door, baby? All right, so, normally I don't want to touch these items more than, say, 4 times before they're completely put away, ready for the purchase. And I think doing it this way, right now, we've got a terrible workflow system because we just don't have enough space inside. Well, we have enough space inside, but we'd like it to be living space inside. And right now, that death pile has come out into the living space. And so we want to create a workflow where we can list more items. We can get it back here. We can drop them off in there in the right location for the right person to list. Blue Ridge Mama lists certain things, I list certain things. And so we can organize the death pile. We can have the cleaning station right there. So right now I'm bringing items into this shed because we film in there, and we're taking pictures, we're listening, we got to get it out. Sometimes it sits on the porch, then it goes back in. And so all the hard stuff that we don't often show, that's kind of the point of the shed, because I want to show the hard stuff. Because, all these sales just don't happen out of thin air. It's a lot of work that goes into them. And some people just think, oh, you make a ton of money on what? First of all, there's not a ton of money. Nobody's making millions doing this. by any stretch of the imagination. It's certainly not the way I do it, but it is possible to make, you know, certainly more than I made as a public high school teacher. We're already making that now. I'd like to bump it up more than that, you know, profit-wise for the reselling part. And that shed right there, I think, is going to allow us to bump that up fairly significantly, 10% maybe pretty quick, 15%, 20%, because the workflow is going to be better, because our workflow is just flat out broken right now. And really, it's broken in a lot of ways because we're filming in there constantly and I have to have stuff in and out and in and out. All right, y'all, we're back in the cabin, and I know a lot of people are going to have opinions. That's perfectly fine. You can tell me your opinions below. I know I'm not doing things in the way that would be most beneficial and most economical to some people out there. You know, I fully expect some criticism, and I don't mind the criticism. I guess I would say this. I would say, just understand me. Maybe, I don't know how to explain it. I guess I'll say it like this. When I was a kid, I lived pretty close to Disneyland, and I was just completely enamored by the place. I thought it was, well, magical. And I'm like, can you imagine these people get to work there? I loved going to Anaheim Stadium, watching the Angels play. And I just like, well, the best job in the world to me was the peanut guy. I'm like, you could watch baseball for free and be here all the time and sell peanuts. Who wouldn't like that job? Now, I know that's a little misguided, but that's the way I thought. And in some ways, that's still the way I am right now. I love reselling. I love selling what I'm selling. None of this feels like a job to me. I love talking to y'all. I love YouTube. This is like I'm creating my own environment where I just love to work. It doesn't even seem like work. It's amazing. I like everything about it. I love who I work with every day because I work with my family. And this is going to be an extension of that. Yes, I realize it doesn't need a porch. Yes, I realize it would be better if it was right here. But my backyard wouldn't look the way we want it to look. It wouldn't feel the way I want it to feel because I plan on doing this for a long time. I love this cabin right here. I just love it. I like how it changes slowly with items that sell and we put things up. I just love that stuff. And that's what I want to create out there. This whole thing is just a little bit of a world to me. See the cats scratching at the door to come in? I mean, it beats the heck out of a real job, y'all. All right, Pepper. All the other cats are liking the new one out there, but oh, there's no treats. Look at that, an empty bag. An empty bag. We're gonna have a revolt in here. Hey, first thing, look at this. That's why she's mad. A dog sold. So another reason for having that shed is we'll have a little bit more space. There's a room that I used to use downstairs in the basement that I could put big items in, that I could even do some local flips on, and it is full of eBay death pile stuff at this point. These 4 tubs over there are unlisted inventory. There's going to be no unlisted inventory. We barely can jam anything else in here. We've got almost, 1,200 items in here for sale. And we don't have much room for more, but we can get these out of here and put them over there. And we've got more space there. Even the merch that takes up space there and inside we can move. This is something that's been sitting inside. This is something that we could easily put in the storage area up in that cabin, some larger items, vacuums and stuff that I got stored out in my other shed, my personal shed. So, at any rate, this thing here, what did I pay for this, y'all? 75, 70, something like that. And I had a viewer say, hey, you want to sell it to me? I was like, sure. And immediately after I said yes at, I think, $240, after shipping $241 or something like that, it was $200 plus shipping. It's going to New York, I think. Let me get the name. I'm so sorry, I don't have the name. I can't find it. Maybe I'll put the text here when I edit the video. I'll go find Robert. Does that sound right? At any rate, thank you so much for your kindness. I appreciate it. That's headed your way. We're going to find the right box. Something like that, y'all. The right box might end up being a flat screen TV box that I got to go grab. I think I have one left. I think it'll fit that, but it's going to go UPS. It's going to be around $40 to ship that thing. But that's okay, because we paid $70. There's still a $100 profit here. Immediately after that transaction, I had somebody else say, hey, I'll give you $250 for it. But I'd already told this gentleman yes, so we're going to ship it off to him. Had a Tupperware sale. What would Commonwealth Flipper be without a Tupperware sale? All right, here it is right here. I grabbed these. Now, if there's no lettering on them, they're not as good. And that design one, I don't even know what it's called. And if they have a lid, they're even better. But even the plain Jane ones, this is about as bad of one as you can get here. The mixing stores, I think, is that what they're called? And even that sold for $18.05. And yes, we can get this thing to go first class. Use a 10 by 10 by 10 box to do it. It's big, but it's light. And putting it in, you know, you can't really put that in a poly mailer. So 10 by 10 by 10 box is going to work just fine for something like that. Sometimes between edits, it takes a few minutes because I'm doing something. I just ran upstairs to take care of something for Reagan. And we had 3 sales between when I clicked the camera off and when I clicked it on in about 3 minutes. Crazy. I think all of them viewer sales, which put us up like 40% of our sales today are to viewers. I can't thank y'all enough. And we're over 22 sales, over $900 we're gonna ship out of here today. Of course, a big portion of it is that massive painting or portrait, I don't know what you wanna call it, picture, advertising right there. And this is a good one too. This is Adidas, what do they call it? Pac-Man shoes, I think is what they are. And we sold them for $95 plus shipping. And they probably, well, that's not even the right pair of shoes. I hope I find the right pair of shoes. If they're not over there, they have to be in this hamper. Hey, look at that. They are. And there's no lid. Well, maybe they didn't have a lid to begin with. Those right there. I could have got more for them if I would have waited, if I would have put them on a different platform maybe. But I'm still happy. Just under $100 for those plus shipping. Speaking of viewer sales, this one's going to Trevor. I watched you buy these and had to have them. Wish I could get them for a price that you did, but I'm thankful that you picked them up for me. Well, that's awesome. Good luck to you in future pickings. Well, good luck to you, Trevor, and I hope you enjoy them. I'm gonna head back here and grab a couple of different hats here that sold. One for $18.99 and one for $9 plus shipping. And the Food City's right there. I don't know where the other one is. I might have to put the camera down for, no I don't. It was a recent one that we listed, so there you go. Carolina Dodge dealers. That one sold for like in Darlington, 2001. And then Food City 500. Is that right? I gotta double check, make sure these are right. That's $18.99 plus shipping, which is surprising to me, but I'll go look. All right, I figured it out. That is correct, $18.99. And the reason is right here. This is a Bristol race right there. And let me tell you, if you find stuff with Bristol Motor Speedway on it, a lot of times those sell really well. And that one is no exception. So there you go. Next sale went to Colleen, and it's right behind me. I'll talk about it in just a second. Let me read this. Hey, Kevin, not only am I a viewer, but now I'm an official repeat customer. I love this blanket, and thank you for the offer. A lot of times I'll send out a 5% offer on items that have a lot of watchers, and this one had a ton of them. And a viewer got it. So that's really cool. Could you please throw in a sticker? We always throw in these stickers, always throw in the little stickers, one of each, and then a business card as well. The die cuts are at CommonwealthPicker.com. So thank you to Colleen. Heaven Sent Finds. That's the eBay store. Heaven Sent Finds. I love that name, and I love this blanket. Although, I will tell y'all to be cautious out there. So every time you see one of these, don't pick it up. This is done pretty darn nice. You see how tight those are? A lot of times there's holes and there's fraying. This one has the fringe. I don't know if that's the right term. I'm not a granny, but that was really nice. And this thing is massive. So for $94.05 plus shipping, I think I paid $10 at a sale at the 127. You'll see it, Colleen, coming up in a sale with Dave. NC Picker, Carry American Arbitrage, and maybe a few. Dawn, Lady Arbitrage was there. I don't remember if Thrift Shifter was there or not, but anyway, this one is really cool. These used to this size, this quality used to get $150. It does not anymore. The market is not as hot as it once was. Probably because I've sold 5 or 6 on camera and everybody. Because you can find these out there, y'all. I mean, your granny can make one, right? So, at any rate, the Roseanne blanket. And the middle, and what's the other? There's a bunch of shows. It used to be in Perry Mason. Of course, that was when it wasn't in color, but you get the point. So thank you, Colleen. Hope you enjoy it. The market's actually gotten so soft on the smaller ones that I won't even pick them up unless I can get them for $5 or under, because the smaller ones sometimes will only go for 20, 25 bucks. So be careful out there with those for sure. Oh, I probably should have gone in the other way. This is a cool item. I can't remember which sale I picked it up at, but I know I wanted it for sure. Ironing organizer. Actually, I do know where I got this. I got this at a private pick that I never aired down in North Carolina. How cool is that right there? Let me turn it around. Brand new in the box, new old stock. And this one went to Juanita. I used to have a neighbor, a buddy of mine down the street. His mom's name was Juanita. And we called her Wani. And Xavier is your son, and you bought him something last time. A milk glass. I can't remember which one it was, but thank you. I do appreciate it very, very much. And I hope you enjoy. That reminded me of something, that name Juanita. And I'm like, you know what? Andy's on right now. Do you remember that episode? Well, that episode, the many episodes where Barney would call Juanita at the diner. Wrote her a poem one time. Great stuff. Any rate, that Bambi right there, that's a Bambi. A lot of times you see these and you think they're the Rudolph ones, right? But it's not. It's got spots on it. It is definitely a Bambi. That one's, I think that was a McDonald's one. I can't remember. Any rate, that vintage one right there, $7.60 plus shipping. And it went to Cheryl. Hey, Kevin, thanks for all you do. I'm a viewer, and I'll see you at FlipCon. I love this little Bambi. And I'm going to display it. Is this going to be out before FlipCon starts or not? I'm trying to think. Yeah, probably right about the same time, right? And I'm going to display it in my room. I bought Thumper from you and sent it all the way to England to my granddaughter. So, Cheryl, that's awesome of you. Thank you so much for the support. And hopefully by this time I'll have met you. And there's Pepper again. All right, Pepper. Come on. I put treats on the floor already for you. I went upstairs and got them. Jeez. All right. Sold an Exxon Tiger Tail. This one is the big one, but it doesn't have the Exxon tag on it. That one is pretty awesome. I love the colors on it. It's like a Bengal tiger right there. That one sold for $18 plus shipping, and it went to a viewer. It went to Sean. I watched daily. I saw you pick these up, and I wanted to get one to put on my 1959 GMC pickup. Y'all, I would just love to have a pickup, an old pickup truck. They are so expensive these days. I can't get an old one. They're ridiculous. But anyway, you inspire me to continue on with our reselling business. We have a brick and mortar store in North Central Arkansas called About My Father's Business Discount Store, where we strive to be able to offer discounted items to the community and donate when there is a need. Many times I list on the eBay store named aptly after our store, which is the same thing, About My Father's Business. I've only been going about 9 months, but it's growing, God bless. So awesome, Sean, thank you so much. Hope you enjoy that. And it sounds to me like About My Father's Business doesn't mean it's about your daddy's store. So thank you so much. God bless, and God bless you too. All right, I'm not gonna lie, that little lid took a minute to dig out of that bin. Oh my goodness. You're over here waiting. We got plush over here. We can't be getting cat hair on the plush. Come on. There you go. See? Can't get that cat hair on that tiger tail. That one right there. I know I have problems, y'all. I get it. I get it. Save the criticism. But I'm going to make like, I don't know, not quite $3 on that. Probably $2.75. But I'll take it. $7.60 for that Tupperware lid seal. And I tell you what, I got a little emotional here when this sold. I didn't even remember it was here. My grandmother, who passed away just a little over a month, I guess a month and a half ago now, she gave me this. Now, don't get me wrong, it wasn't like a sentimental gift. She saw me selling this type of stuff on here, sell this exact type of stuff. Just, I can't remember what it was a cassette like this, holiday tape, but I don't remember which one it was. And she had them from somewhere, somehow, I don't know where. And she gave me 2 of them and said, hey, good, can you sell these? You know, I'm like, sure. So, Mumsy, thinking about you out there. And I appreciate that. That sold for $10 plus shipping. I'm sure she's up there looking down on us and smiling at that sale. Hey, I know I was going to get this question, so I'm going to preemptively do it and plug my affiliate links here. That's a strange one to ship right there. So I'm going to ship it, put a little bit of bubble around it, and maybe, yeah, that's probably it. And then I'm going to ship it in a record box. I do have a video about shipping records. Somebody asked me about that the other day. Check out the playlist, the how-to playlist. A lot of times can have those videos that you might, you know, either on the Picker channel or this channel right here, the Flipper channel. Anyways, that's how I'm going to do that. And since I'm over here talking about it, let me peek over here. Ronald got plans for the Commonwealth Picker shipping table over on CommonwealthPicker.com. That reminds me of something else. People ask all the time because they're like, hey, you know, I want to get these plans, but I want to make sure it'll fit in the space that I put it. So I put the dimensions, how long it is, how tall it is, and how deep it is on the actual listing on CommonwealthPicker.com, and you can check it out. Turner's not here right now. This is normally the homeschool hustler part of the show. So you're taking that, and then we'll put him at the end when he gets home. All right, what do you got?
Jonathan got one of everything.
He
Ronald
did too. He bought a ton of
got
stuff.
an Animal Man. Tanya got a We Get Things Moving sticker, I'm assuming.
So Ronald got that.
And an Animal Man.
We Get Things Moving.
Robert got a blue CWP shirt, and Roseanne got a pink hat and a trash to cash hat.
Isn't that funny? She got a pink hat, trash to cash hat, but you know what's funny about that? What did you ask me when you came in? About what you're sitting on?
The blanket.
Yeah, you're like,
I've seen this somewhere.
She says, I've seen that before. And I told you where you've seen it.
Yeah.
And you've seen it on the middle, which you like a lot. Yeah. And you've also seen it on Roseanne. And Roseanne bought a hat. 2 hats.
Yeah,
pretty cool. All right, thanks for joining us.
Bye, and don't forget your sticker at CommonwealthPicker.com.
And Jonathan bought something from the Commonwealth Picker store as well, but he also bought this. And he asked for an autograph of the shirt. So we heard that, and that should be on its way already. I think Bubba's girlfriend shipped that out of here yesterday. But this guy right here, well, this is Harry Truman, of course. Give him hell, Harry. Anyway, this and the ET pin is headed your way, and I can't remember what it sold for. Pretty ironic that we have one Time magazine left from that Columbia sale in last October, 2 Octobers ago. We sold a ton of that stuff, and those 3 hung around forever, and they sold back-to-back days. Anyway, wanted to go. Hello there, Jonathan. Earlier today, well, I just told the story. So thank you, Jonathan, for your purchase. I appreciate it. He says he's a reseller too, small right now, but he wanted to thank us for the video. So, Jonathan, we appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy them. And I'm going to resist the history lesson of Harry Truman after the war, but let me tell you, I got some good stuff for sure. Harry Truman was a interesting character for sure. Whether you agreed with his politics or didn't agree with it, he was a colorful guy, kind of like Reagan, right? If you agreed with Reagan or you disagreed with Reagan, it was hard to dislike the guy because he was such an interesting character. Look, see, I'm starting down that road. Anyway, thanks, Jonathan. Well, I'm looking for this fairway head cover that sold for $16. I wanted to remind you, for those of you who ask about CommonwealthPicker.com, we used to just accept PayPal. Now we accept every card you can imagine because we have Stripe, and I'm not so sure how long we'll accept PayPal. So if you don't have PayPal and you want some out of that, you can now get it. So that's the one right there. That one sold for, Nick Hent, sold for $16 free shipping. Sold a pair of Superstars, 9.5. Boy, I could have kept those myself. I could wear those around if Blue Ridge Mama would let me. I don't know. Anyway, they sold, can't get through here, $29.95 plus shipping for those. Had a few people message me saying we didn't have an Animan auction up for a while, which we didn't, but there should be one up there now. These are in CommonwealthPicker.com, but not these. Anyway, these Merrills here that I dug out just a second ago, kids size, youth size. I think this is a Blue Ridge Mama Goodwill buy. They sold for $22 and change plus shipping. Head back to the Florida bin. I love going to the Florida bin because that's some hard goods and different stuff that I love to sell, and oftentimes doesn't sell quickly. But I knew this one would sell fairly quickly because it's an item everybody needs. And it's a smoke carbon monoxide alarm. And that sold for $28 plus shipping. I picked it up at the yard sale for a few bucks. Next item didn't take long to sell. It was in the last video, or 2 videos ago, or 3 videos ago, or something. I showed that my dad had brought it in here, had picked it up at a yard sale, and sometimes he'll just drop off stuff. Some of it not so good, but some of it okay. This one was pretty cool. It was made in Japan. I think he paid $1 for it. And a viewer said she wanted it, so I listed it. And there was none out there just like this. You know, very few that had the S&P marking on there, the Japan marking, the corn husk, and the little tray to go with it. And so I just put $15 on it and sold to the same viewer. What do you know? Plus shipping. A lot of these will go just these right here for around $10 plus shipping. And these were kind of cool, made in Japan. Had both corks. That's always big if you're looking at those salt and pepper shakers, to make sure they have those bottoms. It's a lot easier to sell them. And so I thought 15 was a good price. So thank you, Debbie. She says, "Hi, Kevin. My mom collected salt and pepper shakers before she passed last December. I'm buying these in her memory as she loved corn on the cob. Love watching you and your family interact and looking forward to seeing the new Commonwealth shed." Yes, people talk about that name, but we have a sponsor. I think the contract is signed, so you're going to hear about that sponsor really, really quickly. It's a huge thank you to that sponsor, because let me tell you, I've been writing some big, giant checks lately for some of this stuff, just, you know, to do an electrician and to buy the shed and to, you know, have somebody come and put a porch on it and to have somebody do the inside of it. I'm like, oh my goodness, Blue Ridge Mom are going to kill me. At any rate, a sponsor plus your generosity to us has offset the cost of probably in half of what this thing total is going to cost. And we're putting a lot of money into it. So thank you to everybody out there. Just realized I didn't thank you, Debbie. Debbie from Oklahoma. We appreciate it very, very much. Had a big giant sale to a viewer, Leanna, I think it is. The Under Armour. This thing is just pristine. I think I got this in the Lost and Found sale. Great shape. One tiny little pick. But I mean, just a great shirt. It was my size, I would have kept it. Got a Harley Quinn. What do they call these things? I don't even know what they call them. Superhero Girls Kawaii Cubes. There you go. I probably pronounced that wrong. I don't know. Kawaii, like Kawaii? Anyway, I don't know. I'm probably wrong. Mary Kay Moisture Renewing Gel Mask. And so all that's like 40 something. Plus shipping, so thank you. Let me read your message. Just want to say thank you, Commonwealth Picker, for sharing your knowledge. Love watching your YouTube show. My daughter is gonna love the Harley Quinn. She works for Rooster Tech. I'd love to send you a t-shirt to wear on one of your shows. Awesome. I wear size large. It's P.O. Box 1427, Bedford, Virginia, 24523. So there you go. I think I answered your questions for you. And let's see what else. At any rate, thank you for the very kind message. Leona is the name. And I hope your daughter enjoys it. Appreciate it. Turner, you got a sale today, and that one went to a viewer, went to David, and I'll read his message in a second. But do you know what that thing is? I don't think you know what that is. Nightmare Before Christmas.
I don't know his name.
Jack Skeleton,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay. At any rate, Sophie doesn't know or care. But that's pretty cool. And that's sold for like $10.45 plus shipping, which is pretty good. Definitely enough. You know what? Halloween's coming up.
Yeah, it's coming.
You excited about Halloween? You like Halloween? What?
Mostly excited about my birthday.
Mostly excited about your birthday. All right. Well, that's whoop. Cabbage Patch Kid fell down. It's definitely enough for you to do what?
Save $1, spend $1, and donate $1. Bye.
That one is going to David. Exalted Enterprises LLC. He said he loves the channels and he learned so much, and his daughter-in-law collects these and will love it. Thank you for all you do for the reseller community. So David, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope she enjoyed it. Sold a lot of 2 CDs, DJ Magic Mike, and this one's going to Elizabeth. Now I gotta be able to find it here. It is a lot of 2, so I'm thinking it's in here. Maybe it's not. Nope, the lot of 2 is over here, where I put lots a lot of times. There you go, there's a couple of them. And Elizabeth, we appreciate it. Let me read your message. She says, greetings to you and your family. Started watching this channel last year. Saw the cabin, the pets, the great content, and really enjoyed it. Thanks for sharing. So, Elizabeth, thank you so much. Hope you enjoy the CDs. Sold 2 more items. One I grabbed from over there. I didn't know where it was. Took me a minute to find it. Playboy's Book of Sports Car Repair. What do you know? Look, there's no nudity. Promise. There you go. That was pretty cheap. Got it in a lot of stuff, so it's pure profit. $5.95 plus shipping. Not much in that one. Single cylinder deadbolt Schleg. And I bought these. Well, I don't even want to tell you because you're going to see this sale pretty quick. We're going to make a lot of money. Let's just say that. Even these that don't sell for crazy money. Some of them do, some of them don't. But we're going to make money on every single box we got. This one sold for $20 plus shipping. All right, y'all. I got Blue Ridge Mama in here helping me She's making jokes at me. I'm editing it out.
It was funny, y'all.
All right, I need you to help me find ESPN's Wide World of Sports.
Wide World of Sports.
Vinylmation. This one's going out to Jeff, and I'm trying to think of his Instagram name. Sports Card Mania. You have to really, while you find it, I think that's it right there. I'm gonna read this message. They're kind of creepy, you say.
Like, this one looks like a volleyball-headed eagle mouse.
They're a little creepy. All right, I paid 120 bucks for 125 of those things. So this one sold for $9, so $1 a piece essentially. This one sold for $9 plus shipping. It went to Jeff. Let me read your message. Some of you may remember Jeff from just a little while ago. Kevin, hey, it's Jeff. Thanks again for the auction you did for ALS. It truly means a lot. Hope you received the stickers. You know what? Did we put them? I don't know. I think we did. I think we put them up. Hold on. Yes, there you go. There's the break right there. Sports Card Mania right there. So Jeff, we did. Sorry, I was losing my mind for a second. And I'll tell you what, you don't need to thank me. You're the inspiration here. To be living a life with ALS the way you do is amazing. It truly means a lot. Hope you receive the stickers. Keep inspiring. Send my love to your family. Good luck with the new shed. Looking forward to seeing it. Peace, love, and resell. So you've seen it in this video. So amazing, amazing, Jeff. Thank you so much. And I hope this is a great one for you, right? Sports card stuff. It's ESPN Wide World of Sports. Have you found it? That one's not creepy?
Not creepy.
You like that one? That is kind of cool.
Cheering on there.
Absolutely. Jeff, send me a picture on Instagram. Y'all go check out his Instagram. It's awesome. All right, y'all, I really can't believe it, but more and more and more sales just keep rolling in. This one right here was really good. That one sold for $40. Creative Memories with some extra pages and stuff. Brand new. Paid $40 plus shipping for that one. The Robin, I think this was from Applause, 1989. Is that right? Does that sound right, y'all? $10 plus shipping for that suction cup Batman and Robin figure. And then a viewer bought these. There's a lot of 3 of them sold for $25. A Witch plus shipping. Cornucopia and a Ghost. That was kind of cool. Some vintage ones. A little bit of, discoloring here and there and a few marks. But these are pretty cool. Vintage ones. I like those a lot. And I want to thank her really quick. Forgive me, but I'm running back in here. I don't have a hat on. So sorry if I look like a nut to some of you. This is Joan, longtime subscriber, newly back at Reselling. Love the content, appreciate the effort, and everything, including always being polite. Well, thank you. Fun and informative. Glad to get to buy something from you again. Joan, I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy those. Yeah, I'm sorry this video took so long. We just kept selling stuff. So if you go back and watch the beginning, I gave a number, but the final number here, $961.61. Thank y'all very, very much. I gotta get Blue Ridge Mama down here. We got a lot of work to do. Anyway, hey, I have to give some thanks to some folks really quick. Buy Me a Coffee. I didn't even check over there for a long, long time. And I went over there, and there were 3 people. Ashley, Amy, and who's the other one? Chef Christopher Z. Zahn. I hope I got that. I might have screwed that thing up. I think you sent me a message before or a letter. I can't remember, but you left the kindest message over there. You all can go check it out, buymeacoffee.com/Commonwealth, and you can read it. But thank you, and listen to this, 50 Buy Me pieces of the shed. So, Pepper wants in. I cannot thank you enough. He tells this great story. I might have taken a screenshot on my phone, I can't remember, of finding a Revenge of the Nerds first run sealed VHS that he wouldn't have picked up if it wasn't for me. That's according to his story. That's why he gave me essentially a tip for this. I think you got over $1,100 for it. I think that's right. So that is awesome. Congratulations on that. Thank you for passing on your generosity to me. And we tried to pass it on to other folks as well. And somebody gave a super thanks, which I know has happened before, but I forget about, and so I don't look. And I apologize. I don't have your name, but I'm going to start looking for those super thanks. That's just in the comments. They leave a tip, I guess. I don't even know what to describe it. So thank you to everybody, as always. We appreciate you, and I can't wait to see you next time.